Nah. Yeah, look at that.
Fuck shit, bugger. Oh, fuck it. It's 8 o'clock. Oh no, it's 9 o'clock watershed. That's what we're going to do.
How's everybody doing? Hi. My mouse. Episode 361. Is it February already? And apparently it is. Where the fuck did January go?
It's gone so quick, hasn't it?
It's gone really fucking quick.
It was the longest January of my life.
Well, it wasn't long enough for me.
Gone really fucking quick. But yeah, episode 361 of the UK's number one vape show to do with vaping. Also the longest running show to do with vaping from the UK. Because I was checking, and the other show that was the longest running was no longer the longest running when we went past December. So
who was number 2?
It was Dave Dorn's old show.
Oh, Vapor Trails.
Yeah.
Vapor Trails, yeah.
Vapor Trails. It was Dave, because he started his show up in something like 2010 or something, but he stopped a good 3 or 4 years ago, and we're now the longest show, and we're the number one. Pugs. Speaking of number one, hi Pugs. Hi.
The Vapor Trails they used to do as well, didn't they? They used to go to Expo, and they used to have, like, when they had the stage and they'd set all the cameras up and do stuff from there, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
the legend that is Dave Dorn. I walked in, when we got early access one year, I walked in and Dave had got his little booth, them long booths where he used to have seats, and he used to do his little seminars and stuff like that. And I walked in, and as I walked in, Dave was in the corner, and he could obviously see that I was a little bit overwhelmed by everything. And I'm sort of walking around going,
Just gazing at amazement.
absolutely gazing. And he turned around to me and he says, "Come and sit with me for a minute."
That's what it was like. That's what it was like.
We had a cup of coffee and sat down for 10, 15 minutes. Such a lovely guy, Dave.
He was just a nice man.
Very nice man.
A very, very nice man.
Very, very, very nice man. Thank you very much for feeding Henry.
So, what you vaping on, Aiden?
Sorry, did I put you off there singing? Sorry, halfway through his conversation there. Do you know the bit you missed out though, Adam?
What?
You got on your knees, didn't you?
He went, "Good boy." Oh shit.
Oh yeah, everything's packed away. I'm redoing all the studio bits, so we are on, which I think is absolutely fantastic. From Yeehee, absolutely the Pure Max. This is absolutely brilliant. The new pod style as well. I'm loving. It's
the new one with the slidey door.
With the slidey door, you don't have to take your pod out. I would have maybe liked to have seen it a little bit lighter, the pod itself, so you can see the juice a little bit better. But
that's
you can see it that way around. But obviously, when you're filling it that way, battery full day out of it. Really, really loving this. And in there, I've got some bar juice. This is the apple peach, really, really nice. And the second one, I've got the L2 with the K-Fun Light Plus on top of there.
See, I've got one of those, but I can't fucking find it. That's why I'm taking next week off to clean up this room so I can find shit again.
Yours looks like, well, then again, mine looks like a fucking jumble sale at the minute. And I've got some crystal clear red apple ice, which again is really, really nice. And that is me, because like I said, everything else is packed away.
And that was Aiden. On to Adam.
So, I'm also on the Pure Max. Nice blue and pink sort of setup. Do you know what? I'm with you on the pods. Like, I love the pods, and I didn't have too much leaky. From the old pods, but the fact that you can't really see your liquid unless you hold it to light.
Yeah.
Is that only downside? Downside. But
who's asking there? Does it work well with 50/50? Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
I've always got one battery just in case, but I never need it.
One on charge. One
in use. Always. I'm also on a fine array of pods this evening. I've got the Lux X by Vaporesso.
Again, really good.
Good bit of kit, that.
The lime green and the gunmetal version, because I wanted something a little bit garish. I've actually got the GTX coil in here, which I've just been saying I'm not really a massive fan of the 0.6 GTX coil.
Nah, the 0.6 ain't good. I'm not a fan of the 0.6 either. It's the 0.8. I'm sure it's the 0.8 one.
Yeah.
Toma!
The 0.6 just doesn't seem to hit right. I just want a little bit more to it. Then I'm on this monstrosity.
Oh, God. Could they
the
make-
oversized Caliburn,
which is basically
which-
what these are.
it's the Crown X. I didn't even know at first, but
The fucking thing's huge. Ridiculously big for ridiculously big for a podcat. Ridiculously
yeah,
big.
It's massive. It's like someone went. Do you know
What more
what?
battery is it?
I have no idea.
It's
I only
something
started
like
using it-
1,900 or some shit like that in
Is
here.
that all? The size of that?
It's literally like they turned around and went, you know, Caliburn. Let's
Yeah.
make it bigger.
Yeah, let's feed the Caliburns McDonald's for a year and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's
But for
fucking
now,
big.
I've got, because obviously it's branded as a sub-owned pod.
Yep.
I've got some wonderful sponsors. I forgot to say in the Lux and the Pure Max, I've got some lemon and lime by Riot Bar Edition. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. In that, I've got some of the wonderful sponsors at Lemon Luge.
Rochford.
I
I've
thought
got
I'd
one
break
of
the
those
lemon
shots. I
lush
can't
out.
find it.
I'm in anticipation for some Yorkshire Sipper.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Yorkshire. Did you partake in the Yorkshire Sipper as well?
Oh, yeah, well, we
Oh,
were at
God,
Expo.
yeah.
We all
I think everybody fucking tried it.
I think I got told off about twice. In fact, I think I released it about... I thought they'd released their juices about 6 months ago, and I think I actually said it on the show. Oh, they're releasing it over there. They were just doing a bit of promo for it. Yeah, no, it's really nice.
I'm really, really looking forward to Yorkshire Sipper. I have to be careful. I keep on trying to say Yorkshire Stripper, but I'm just going to say I'm not going to mention the name of the e-liquid brand, even though they're a sponsor, because it's not in front of me just yet. So I'll leave that one to Dick. Until it's in front of me, I don't buckle under pressure. I'm not one of them kind of people. I do not sell my soul for the vape community anymore. So until it's in front of me, I will scream and ram it up my arse next week. I'm like, yeah! But this week, no. But yeah, I'm on that giant thing. And last but not least, do you know what? For the next couple of weeks, we're going to be on boost watch because this B60 is going to die, right? And it's going to be sad. It's going to be a sad time.
Why do you know it's going to die?
Oh, you know when you can just tell, right? The battery is not lasting as long as it would.
It's the battery, right?
A little bit flimsy, and it's
Yeah.
going to be a sad time. But
Meek, were just saying about the pods on these. Absolutely fantastic. You're getting at least 5 weeks out of it, at least. Maybe
God,
more.
I've been using this. I've been running this thing since the pod came in, and I've run all sorts of sweet liquids through it, and there's still no signs of it burning out.
The technology that they've got in the Pure Max, which is it's basically like a little hamster on a wheel, just doing everything that you need it to do without thinking about it. It baffles me. It baffles me, the Pure Max. But yeah, the B60, it's going to be a sad day, but very soon, over the next couple
Will you
of
bury it?
do you know what? Bury it. I will lay it at the side of me every single night on my pillow. I love that. I love that mod.
Start to smell after a while.
Yeah, well,
when it starts to decompose at the side of me.
Start to be... No, I can't say that.
But that is my small little pod buffet.
ah,
Oh.
I do have that as well, but I'm not going to vape it. That
God Almighty, those fucking things, Jesus,
yeah, it's fucking
God.
huge, right? I'd be lying to you. I'd sit here and go, yeah, I'm going to vape on this all night, right? But it's fucking massive.
The dual battery version of that's even uglier.
Yeah, it's
They're good
fucking-
mods though. That's the
It's rather
thing.
funky.
Absolutely. But
So-
that's it.
so that was-
I'm not a vaporist fan.
I am slowly turning into pugs here, and it's not really my fault. It's just the amount of stuff that's came in for review. First of all, big thanks to Mickey Love, because I'm currently partaking on this Tamna Bullen Speyside Single Malt Sherry Cask Edition. Oh my fucking God, it's so fucking good. So I done the whole dry Jan. I mean, I don't drink a lot anyway, but I went, you know what, I'll
Yeah,
do
me
the dry
neither.
January. I'll do the dry January thing, so I've just cracked this. Oh, it's so fucking good. So, first of
How
all...
many of them are you going to have tonight?
What?
How many of them are you going to have tonight?
I'm not going... I'm only going to have 2 or 3 because I've got...
4 or 5.
No, because I've got the optician thing tomorrow to check the eyes. I don't want to walk in
And when
with a
eyes are
fucking...
going like that, what were you up to last night?
I don't want to walk in with a fucking raging hangover or still drunk because the appointment's at 9 in the fucking morning. So I'm on this. The solo bar with the rotating... Fuck off. With the rotating pods. So there's 4 pods in here. They're removable like that, so it's not a disposable. You can actually replace them. I've been not so much enjoying the ice versions, but I've been enjoying the it's that one there, which is that one, the strawberry and watermelon. It's actually quite nice. It's cheap liquids. That's what you usually get in these. But I've been busy vaping in that. I've got.
You just think that's just gimmicky?
It's gimmicky. It's just gimmicky because I mean you've got all of this, right? All of this upper part is all pod, and it's a tiny fucking battery down here. And the 2000,
What's the battery?
the two what?
2,400.
No, the 2,400s, the 2,400 puffs you're supposed to get off of each pod. You don't. It's nowhere fucking near that because it's only a 2 mil pod.
It should be 600 per pod.
Yeah.
To make 2,400.
I think that's what they're saying it. But I mean, the battery's
If you
just
remember when
useless.
the click packs come out, they were the
Click clack.
together 1,200 per puff.
So I'm on that just because I like the strawberry.
What's the battery in it?
It's something like 900 milliamp hour, something like that.
Fucking hell.
I know, because the battery's a tiny little thing down there. Because all this top part's taken up by the pods. So I'm on that, just for the strawberry and watermelon. Fakir's Ion version 2, with some of that stuff in it. Drake's Kentucky, the last dregs of it. I'm fucking loving this liquid. With a little pine coney number from Mr. Vape Smarter UK, DNA 100C, very nice. I've got the Sun from Vapor's Cloud with a stock coil Boro tank in here that actually comes with the kit. It's actually not bad. It's a decent enough little stock coil Boro that's in here.
Is it the Vapor's Cloud coils?
No, well, it's the Vapor's Cloud coil that's in it, but apparently it can take like the PHP or whatever fuck they're called from
PNP.
PNP, that's it. It can take those coils as well, but it's not a bad little bit of kit.
So is it Vapor's Cloud that's had to recall a set of mods?
The hog.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, for the people that don't know this, Vapor's Cloud has done a recall of the Silver Hammer of God 400. It was just put up today by Brian. Apparently, there's a safety concern with the
It's blowing up.
I didn't say that. Adam said it, right?
What a fucking thing to have a safety thing with as well, the hog.
Well,
That is one ginormous thing to have a safety problem
with a lot of fucking batteries in it.
Bunny's just said only the silver hog.
Yeah, it's only the silver hog. It's only the silver
Can you imagine
hog.
that? If it's like having a fucking spaceship going halfway there going, I tell you what, I don't think it's quite ready. I think you should recall it. Come back. Kaboom!
Kaboom! So I'm on that. On the subject, I'm Boro tank nuts right now because basically that's all that's coming in for review. So I've got the Mike Vapes Boro tank on the Mike Vapes Blaze AIO device, so it's a full Mike Vapes kit. Thoroughly enjoying this little bit of thing. It's not bad. Thoroughly enjoying this bit of kit. Mike Vapes done a good job in this. Still on the subject
by sticking the Blaze name on it.
Just by sticking the Blaze name on it. Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, I think he designed the tank. I think it was Thunderhead that designed the mod, though. I think it was Thunder that designed the mod. Still on the subject of Boro tanks, because again, that's all that's coming in for review. The Vapon Tita RDTA, coil at the top, tank at the bottom, on the Aspire Raga, and all of these three, I've got peach custard in them, and then onto the SX Mini stuff, I've got the Osiris 25 with a bit of black vine in there, branded Q Mini. Yeah, this is turning into a fucking Pugs buffet. Hey, the difference is though, I'm actually vaping in these. Pugs doesn't. He just vapes in one thing and shows off everything in his shelf. Sorry, Pugs, it's the truth.
Oh,
though.
we come in back and we just fucking shit up. Fuck everyone else's buffets.
Osiris 30mm G-Class version 2. Oh yeah, and of course, SX Mini Pure Max Neko Witch Edition, filled with some rather nice tobacco in there. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Everything
You
Mike
sure?
Vapes.
I'm definitely sure. I've been through everything.
Yeah, I've got to admit the Blaze were really, really good as well. Again, I've not tried the Blaze bridge, but yeah.
It's a good bridge. It's a good bridge.
He's a nice
They're just a
bloke
little
as
bit
well.
boring. They're just a little bit boring.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm looking brilliant when you
No,
do that.
do you know what? Honestly, genuinely, really, really good products. But
He's a lovely bloke as well.
Yeah, he is. He is. Don't like me.
Every time he comes to Expos, get him a vodka and cranberry.
He's usually out his fucking face at expos because he's been drinking that much.
That's right.
Oh, this is nice. This is nice. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a long while, actually. It's been, what, fucking month and a half since we've all got together like this?
To make sure my lights still worked and camera and action and all that stuff. It's been that long, my fucking fish tank's grown.
Why's your fish upside down?
Exactly. I tell you what a fucking time about that. One of my mates said to me, I tell you what, I know you've got a fish tank. Do you want a bit bigger one? I went, yeah, go on then. 40 litre. Absolutely lovely. Fit mine in. Nice. So we go and get this fish tank, bring it back home, and it's like all mucky, and have a look at the bottom. This one, look, there. There's another fucking fish in it. It was one of these fancy goldfish thing, which you can't put in with my fish. So I had to quarantine that one in the other tank. So that means today we've just had to go and get a 160 litre tank for one fucking fish. What a nightmare. I'm an aquarium master now.
Have you enjoyed your break, Aidan?
It's been lovely. I've still had to work on a couple of days, but yeah, it's been nice. Got 2 more weeks off to get everything done here, and then everything starts, and fingers crossed it all goes well.
Oh yeah, it should. Yeah, it should, because Aidan was going through the plans of what he's doing with the room that he's in, and he's doing a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
We've got a good couple of weeks. Because I'm completely off. I'm not working anywhere, so I've still been working. I've finished in town, and I'm just working at the rugby club now. So yeah, it's been nice not to be in town and not working 5 days a week. It's it. So do a little bit more, but it's just been nice to have a nice break.
Yeah, to basically chill out.
Yeah, come away from. I haven't done any shows. 3 Minute Vape Show, which is back this Wednesday with Soliomi and Mr. B. Make sure as well you get over and check Mark out. Soliomi's come back doing juice reviews, so get over and check his channel out. You were saying before I had him on you as well.
Yeah, do you know what? Right, if you remember, and I love this about Mark, because what he's done is he's gone from I'm just going to release what I want. Right, I'm just going to do one a week or one a month. It might be one. And what he's done is come back like a brand spanking new early reviewer from 2015 and posted 64 reviews in a row. And do you know what? And I'm genuinely meaning this, if you enjoyed the way that Mark reviewed in the early days when we were doing it, go back and watch him, because do you know what? There's something about it that you can just watch, understand everything that he says, take it all into your little brain and go, oh yeah, I get everything.
It's like he's got the spark back again. If you're watching his, because he's enjoying it. He's enjoying it.
It's like what he said. I'm just doing it for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I still want to put my hand in it. Obviously, he had a big break, and obviously he's not doing the home service anymore. He says I can do what I want. He says juice reviews are quite simple. You can knock a few of them out. Again, I'm a little bit surprised out, like what Adam said, that he's doing it one every day, which is really good. So yes. Well, make sure you get over.
What I'm going to do is, without breaking my computer straight away...
He's got a new computer.
He's got a desktop.
I have got a new computer.
He's not a laptop anymore.
I can very, very, very easily break. What I'm going to do, quite swiftly, is...
It's not fast enough, Adam.
It's not fast enough. The link's not up yet, Adam. What you doing?
It's not fast enough. Come on, Adam.
No, you're making me run.
Adam, this would have been faster. You know who would have done this faster, don't you?
Do it.
Stuart would have done this. He'd have been like that.
He'd been like straight in. There we go.
Oh,
we got there in the end. We got there in the end, right? Don't forget, this is. I told you before we started, right? I've joined. I wouldn't say the PC Master Race because there's no way near anything as good as that, but it's an upgrade from my little computer, and with this, I have to learn. I have to learn a lot. But if you haven't already, get yourself over to Solo. I have posted the link to his channel in the chat. If you haven't already, he is back with literally the ambition
of an early... right then.
But he's come back with the ambition of a 2015 vape reviewer that we used to throw as many out as possible, but every single one is quality. That's the difference. So get yourself over there and check it out.
Yeah. And while we're at it as well, a couple of things to announce about the channel. You've probably noticed there's been a little, not much, I've still to redo quite a bit of the background, but there's been a little bit of a change. Where am I pointing? Down. No, that's towards, no, wrong way back. Down there towards the corner. So I've actually got the sponsorship banner, rotationy pop-up thingamy-bob that does doohickey things with the banners and shit.
Ticker.
The ticker, that's it. So I've got that thing running. We're now sponsored by SX Mini for the people that don't know, because hey, I work for them now. But we've also got another sponsor, and that sponsor's called Fluid.
You can say that one. I told you.
Yeah. He's not saying it until he actually gets the juices in. But yeah, there you go.
Sell my soul the moment it comes in. If that Yorkshire Ripper is all right.
Sipper. You just said Ripper.
Fucking Yorkshire Ripper, if he's fucking fine, that kid.
In my house, you can get knotted. I'm never saying that word.
Fucking hell.
Yorkshire Ripper.
Why would you call it Yorkshire Sipper, eh?
Because you're sipping a cup of tea.
You won't be doing the Yorkshire fucking Ripper, would you? How would you get into the fucking bottle? Just rip it open.
Exactly.
The Yorkshire Ripper.
See, now that's stuck in my head. I'm going to end up saying that in the
Stupid
fucking
name.
review.
Stupid name for a liquid. I'm so glad I'm not doing reviews anymore.
Yeah. It's 70-30, the Yorkshire Ripper.
It could be worse. You could have called Onyx Onks,
Oh, don't.
which a
You're gonna-
reviewer did
call it
actually did.
Well.
Onks.
Yeah.
Onks.
You just wait, right? You just wait till the reviews come out, and there best be some bloopers coming for them as well.
Onks. But yeah, but we've got Fluid as a review. We've got not as a review. We've got Fluid as a sponsor as a review.
Okay,
Well,
that
actually,
was
I'm
one
going
after. What's happening?
I'm going to be reviewing fucking Fluid. Coming to think of it, but yeah, we've got Fluid. We've got the two folks behind Fluid. Well, three. We've got Mr. Mike Clamp from I Fancy One. How you doing, Mike? And we've got Pugs, who's very old and extremely short, and we've got Nevs, who's not extremely old and extremely short. Yeah.
But yeah, cracking. Do you know what? Cracking set of lads, and a great venture, an absolute great venture. Even we Yorkshire slippers.
Doing it,
Yorkshire
puppets now.
Slippers.
I just want to say, there's a lot of names that I'm seeing in chat tonight who look brand new. So thank you for coming in and welcoming us, all three of us, back for this 1st of February. So good evening, everyone. I suppose before we get into a post bag, we could always just touch on what Mr. Sunak said.
Yeah, obviously, Vic, you've put quite a bit up on it. On
God, that
TikTok,
video
with,
that video
Instagram.
got a shitload of views as well. Wow.
I'm not going to lie, I preferred you short. Hello, Mr. Influencer. Get fucked. How I like.
Do you know what was quite funny though? It's just made my mother-in-law more times ringing Louise, going, "You need to stop this vaping. Them
Yeah.
vapes are terrible. Look, they're banning them, and Australia's banned them. You know."
Oh God.
I'm not actually going to stick up for Rishi Sunak here, but I am
That big
going,
love, brother.
I am going to in a small tiny way. So he did when he did the announcement, he then followed it up with Unilad. He did a little bit with Unilad, and a lot of what Rishi
Sounds like a
Sunak
laxative.
has said has not been taken out of context because of what he's said, but the way that he has said it has been taken out of context. He turned round and went, and I will say, in quote, "We need to ban disposables because of the 13 to 17-year-olds getting hold of them. We understand that vaping does a hell of a lot, well, not a hell of a lot because that's not a quote, but he says, I understand that vaping helps a lot of people quit smoking."
He did say
And
that.
then he followed it on with, although we don't know the long term. Now, what he's, I'm not trying to speak for Rishi Sunak, but what he's trying to say is, yes, we know, as in the last 10 to 15 years, that this is how we feel with vaping, but who knows, and I'm not negging on it at all in any way, shape or form, but who knows what's going to be said in 2 or 3 generations' time. That is the long term. That's not within the last 10 to 15 years. Now, what he said was he's going to ban them. He doesn't want kids picking them up. Right? We are in a grey area, TPD, all over again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We know part of what's going to happen. I said a theory that, this whole flavour restriction, I think we're a lot more... I'd like to think that we're quite a lot more understanding in what we need to do and where we need to be. And we've got soft-headed people in Parliament who will understand that if we turn around to someone and say, we need flavours to quit smoking, we will get a little bit more support. That doesn't mean that them flavours that we like, those mixed flavours, will not be called something like blueberry mix in a brown or grey box.
Right, plain packaging, in other words.
Plain packaging with the name blueberry mix or blueberry fruit mix or blueberry something like that. So it can still be blueberry, pomegranate and green apple, but it'd be named as blueberry fruit mix instead.
Again, we spoke about this God knows how many times. Obviously, we're getting to a point where there's going to be an election.
Yep.
So Sunak's obviously trying to go, yes, we're thinking of the children. They've not gone down to the right point, is where these are actually being sold.
Exactly.
That's the main problem of it, is where they're being sold. If they looked at that more, and did you notice this, they're going to put 30 million not only to trading standards but also border force. They've put that into it.
There was 30,000 picked up last year, year before last, and 4.8 million illegal disposables picked up at the borders this last year gone.
So they're putting 30 million towards that. That's just a drop in the ocean to how many people. If you think somebody's on £30,000 a year or maybe more, and then you've got all the administrative stuff, if you think 30 million is going to go very far, including borders and trading standards, then you've got another thing coming.
It's a drop in the ocean.
And the bit, I haven't got a clue what flavours have got to do with children vaping.
It's the branding too, isn't it? That's what it is. It's the branding.
I could cope with that.
Yeah.
But again, take the fluid. Look at their bottles aren't going to children. Take Rochford Project, Shy Tots, anything like that. They're not aiming for children.
I think we should. I think what we should do is revert to calling it oils and smoke.
Well, I'm don't, because my father-in-law's been at it today. But there's oils. That's what I'm saying. You're vaping these oils and you don't know what's in it. Fuck off. And then she was sat there going to Louise, see you listening to him again. It's just because Aidan says it. 19 years I've had of this. 19 years.
You want to fucking strangle them.
It just gets on my tits that they're now going for flavours. All right, ban the disposable. That's fair enough. But we're on this roll now. Well, we've got to get rid of flavours. Well, get them in the right places where they're being sold, and make sure you're jumping on them and make sure they're selling to the right people.
So that's one of the things that Rishi Sunak said in that Unilad interview, was about making sure that they're bought from the right places and making sure that the right places have the support in order to be able to sell them and selling them reputably. Now, my issue with it is one of the like I said, it's a grey area. One of the rumours that are going around the business's side is it's going to be £100 fine to £2,500 fine. That is not enough.
Well, that's what it says in the government. If you look actually on the UK Gov, that's what it says: 100 and then raising up to 2,500.
It is not enough.
So can you tell me what the difference between vaping and alcohol?
Oh yeah.
So this is the scary bit, right? We're very fortunate that there is going to be an election this year, so they can only do so much before the election starts. They can only do so much. So that potentially means that if they can get a framework placed in for plain packaging, banning of disposables, smoke-free future, that will stop Labour from being able to change that. Now,
exactly.
Unfortunately for us, if this had come probably this time last year, we would have had a raising the age of drinking. We've already seen it a couple of times. We've gone from 18 to 21 to 25.
But you still drink at 18.
You what, sorry?
You still drink at 18.
You can still drink at 18,
it's
but
just
then we have the
ID.
challenge 21 and then challenge 25.
Yeah.
But so that's the same with cigarettes. It was 16, then it's 18, then it's challenge 21, then challenge 25. Now, unfortunately, what's going to happen is we are going to see that influx. And if this had have happened last year, it wouldn't have surprised me if they'd have gone down the route of alcohol as well. But the big problem that we've got is alcohol is already taxed, so it makes a lot of money for the country. Cigarettes are already taxed, so it makes a lot of money for the country. Vaping isn't, and I think, and I don't want to be the good news bringer, but if we can get away without it being taxed and just have a little bit of regulation in there, we might be all right for a little bit.
Yeah.
I just hope that all these people that have subscribed to UKVA these are actually gonna not just be on the jolly to the Parliament, and nights over and stays over and everything else. They're actually going to now prove the worth and fight for us vapors.
Well, someone said that in their short. They went, "It's now time to start earning your pennies."
It wasn't just UKV. I basically call out all of them. New Nicotine Alliance. What have they done over the past 2 or 3 months? Nothing. IBVTA. When was the last time I've seen anything from the IBVTA? The last thing I seen from them was like a fucking year ago. So I basically called them all out. All of them.
Again, Adam and you as well, Vic. You go back to 2016 when I first started. We backed the NNA. We've marked some talks for them. We used to put them all on us.
That was back when Dave Don was running the show, though.
But I've not heard anything from the NNA of any substance for probably a couple of years.
Neither have I. I haven't heard a damn thing. Ever since Dave Don left, nothing.
And they used to be at every trade show.
Every fucking one. Now you don't see them.
Jay, the reason I think we're going to be all right is because for right now, the Tories, the Libs, they listen to people like the Royal College of Physicians. They listen to educational people who understand this area and the scientific evidence for this area. They're the people who were pushing it to the NHS. Now, if they can get something in place before the general election, Labour cannot touch it because it's been put in place and they can't touch it. I think it's 12 months or something.
12 months, and if they try and change it, they've got to put a new white paper and new legislation through Parliament. They can't just walk in like fucking Australia did.
Scientifical.
I think also we're a little bit different than the US and Australia. I would hope that we've got a really good community of vapors, and hopefully that we can make enough noise and cause enough. I don't want to be in trouble. I don't want to get done like Trump or out. I don't mean start smashing things up, but I'm hoping that we can make enough noise and do enough to say, look, this is a thing that saves people's lives.
For that to happen, though, it would take the combined efforts of UKVIA, NNA, and the IBVTA to tell all of their member shops. I mean, just VPZ alone, if they were to give out leaflets, that would make a fucking world of difference.
Another thing that I've never seen, you've got all these people going on this morning, ITV and all that. How come we haven't had UKVA on there as well?
Well, I think because the last time John Dunn from UKVIA actually showed up on TV, he was basically torn to shreds. And he just sat there like a deer in headlights.
Again,
they need me on the fucking telly. That's what they fucking need. Me. I'll fucking tell them to fuck off. I don't fucking care. Fuck off, you're full of shit.
I'm sure they can get a booster seat for one at settees.
Right there, Aidan.
Sat there swinging his fucking legs.
It's very true, Jay, but we're pretty fortunate that if we can get to that point where there's just a piece of paper in place saying disposables are going to be banned, this is the move forward. If we've got enough time to rally together, and this is what it's going to take. It's going to take something big.
Yeah, well,
right? We're very fortunate here. In America, they don't listen to petitions of the people. I may be wrong on that, but they don't listen to the petitions of the people. We have a statutory fact that if we get a petition signed by X amount of people, then it goes into Parliament. And they have to listen.
Yeah.
And they have to listen. So all it's going to take is a bloody good push.
Not just a good push, a bloody good push.
And it is. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be hard graft. But if we can pull together and do it in the right ways, if you took 2 minutes out to fill out the what was it called, the survey that they did, if you took 2 minutes to fill that out, rather than put "fuck you, I want to vape," "fuck you, I want to vape," "fuck you, I want to vape," and took the time to actually fill it in properly, if we can push in the right direction, and Aidan nailed it perfectly. We do not want to storm Parliament like a Donald Trump army, but if we can put our argument into paper and give it a really, really good push, you never know where we can end up.
Yeah.
And again, I think you said it the first, like we when we had the TPD first coming, we did tons of shows, not knowing what were coming in, and
Exactly.
we could be looking at the bad side of it.
Yeah, you never know. I think one of the things that they want to do this time is stamp out grey areas. That's the problem that we've got. When the TPD hit, we had someone instantly turn around. I would love to know if anyone knew who did this first. But when the TPD first hit, we had, "Don't worry about it. We can do a short film." And we were all there going 10 ml bottles, 10 ml bottles, 10 ml bottles. It's going to be a pain. It's going to be landfill. It's going to be everything else. And someone with a cape on stood there and went, "Just take the nicotine out.
Just take the nicotine out. Yep.
You want a bigger glass? Buy it as an accessory."
Yep.
Some superhero in a cape did all of that, and I can't remember who it was, and I don't know for the life of me who it was. But
I ain't got a clue who did it.
There is a call for this grey area to be black and white, and away we go. That's what it is.
How long do you think, as well, that obviously has it gone through? How long do you think the disposable ban will take to come in?
They're saying the end. They're saying
obviously we've got an Expo coming up in the next few months. How will that affect that, do you think?
apparently the ban is supposed to be by the end of this year. And the legislation to do with flavours, there's going to be a government consultation form that comes out first. But from what Sunak said, it's going to be midway through 2025, which will be a Labour government, but it will be in place, ready for the next government, whoever takes over.
And then whatever happens, we'll have a 12-month grace period to be able to sell, normally.
So this May Expo, it's going to be roughly the same. By the time the October Expo rolls around, if the ban's not been put in place yet for disposables, it'll be fucking close to October, and that's when you'll see all the disposable manufacturers running around in a panic.
I personally reckon that in May we'll have disposable fire sale, and all of the big boys turning around and going, "This is our new pod system."
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
They'll switch to pods. To pods.
Talking about Expo in May, the wonderful Stuart Valentine's coming all the way from Australia. He's staying with me and coming up to the Expo.
I cannot wait.
It's going to be brilliant. I'm so looking forward to it.
And Adam's going to the Expo as well.
Me and Stu are going to be coming up to see you as well. We're going to bring him up to the shop.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I cannot wait.
And we might. I'm thinking about maybe a little trip over to Liverpool. He's staying over here for 3 weeks. Yeah. So I'm looking at maybe doing a little trip over and go and see Mark H over in Liverpool.
Yep. Yeah, because it's not far from where you are, Liverpool.
Yeah, it's
quick hop in the train and you're there.
Yep.
Anyway, mail time.
Oh. Pardon me. That's that Yorkshire Ripper.
He's fucking pulling your insides out. Check it out.
Best not do, otherwise it'll.
Are you now you've got a new computer? Are we going 2 screens?
No, I'm still on single screen at the minute.
You need to get another screen.
I know I do. Do you know how? What I want to show you is this. This is my setup when I do the mailbag, by the way, right? I've got like you guys here.
Oh, that would fucking drive me insane.
Chat gets shrunk down. So this is what takes me so long normally, right?
That would drive just one monitor. That would drive me up the fucking wall. That would.
Right. I don't want to alarm you, mate, but you've got a hole above your door.
Oh, no. Yeah. We've got fire doors in our house. So we've got fire doors. So they've all got like really heavy doors and a piece of glass in top, so you can see flames lick.
I'll tell you what, I bet that's a proper danger wank that when your lass is in. Because there's stairs coming down there as well, but she's tipping over you like that. T-shirt in.
You have to hope that people come downstairs like fucking elephants. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while. My sack is relatively full, but if you get away. If you've got like 2 screens like everyone else, because I'm a peasant, apparently, because I've only got 1 screen. I ain't got big enough desks to have two screens.
Sorry, sir. This is brilliant. I had someone the other day claim that 12,000 people a day are dying from vaping each day in the UK.
That's what I'd say. I'd literally just go. You've still got time to get in your questions if you so wish. If you so wish.
If you so wish.
The wonderful, the absolute wonderful Mr. Graham Miller writes in.
Net.
For the rest of your life, you are only allowed to listen to 1 album.
Oh.
Which album would it be and why? And also, follow up, no greatest hits.
Oh, because I had a greatest hits album in my head there. Fuck.
I did as well.
Okay, I'll go first. Only 1 album for the rest of my life. Revolver, The Beatles. That'll do me.
Mumford & Sons, Barbel Deluxe Edition.
Is that not a greatest hits though?
No, it's Babel. It's the deluxe edition. It's got the boxer on it. It's amazing.
Right.
It's amazing. It's like one of my favourite albums of all time.
I was going to go for the Beautiful South, Carry On Up the Charts, because that was my favourite album. Just brings me back when I was young. I'd probably go for Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction.
Oh yeah, that's a good album. Yeah, that's a good album.
Cracking question, Graham. Thank you very, very much. The wonderful Paul Pugs Foster.
Oh God.
You've already replied to this. You know what this question is.
Yeah, I know what this one is. Fuck you, Pugs.
Given the current political climate with regards to changes within the vape industry in the UK, keeping in mind what has already happened in other countries and the controversy surrounding that, why is Vic shorter than Pugs?
That's very easy to because Pugs wears high heels.
That's what I think. I think he fucking cheated and he had boots on or some shit which made him fucking higher.
I think he's got, and especially because he used to be like a gangster rapper, like sort of, I wouldn't say keyboard rider, no, skateboard rider. I think he has like big fat chunky bits on the end of his shoes.
Do you wear Cubans? You know, like Tom Cruise wears when he's in a film. You know,
I
so he
used
looks
to.
a little bit taller.
What we need to do, what we need to do, right? Because I know that Pugs is going to be there with Nevs because they've got the whole fluid thing going on over at the home zone. We need to do a remeasure, not wearing shoes. That's what we need to do. Because I still think Pugs cheated.
We're about the same height, me and you, Aidan, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're taller. That's all that matters. We don't need to be part of this. We can rise above this because we don't have to be part of this dick measuring competition.
Yeah, that's it. Rub it in. Just rub it in. That's fine.
We're just normal sized.
I think it'd be fair if Vic can keep his fez on.
Yeah. I'm just starting to GoFundMe this year for Vic to have some new shoes. They're going to have about that much heel on him.
At least his fucking trousers will fucking go down to the bottom. Normally looks like Michael Jackson.
No. The wonderful Amanda Gibson writes in. To all casters, you get the opportunity to go planet hopping through the Stargate. Well, there's a couple of these, like starting off like this. Each of you can have 3 other team members. Can be anyone from family to your favourite celebrities. Who are your fellow team members going to be and why? And as is the tradition, Vic goes last.
Oh, for fine. This is William Dobson's fault because he started this fucking Vic goes last shit first.
So we're planet hopping. I'm going to have to take Jackie with me because she keeps me sane. So that's one member.
Oh,
Brian Connolly, because I think it'd just be hilarious to bring him along.
It's a puppet. That Brian Connolly.
Unfortunately, Vic's fault that one. That began my love again for Brian Connolly. And the third one, Eric Ten Hag, because he's not going to be in a job for much longer, so I might as well just take him along with me. And that's as a Man U fan.
At least you keep coming in the ninth.
Yeah, exactly. And that's my group. In fact, I'm just going to check the score now quickly.
I'm going to go for... I'm going to take Crichton from Red Dwarf. I'm going to take... what else am I going to take? I'll take Picard from...
I am Big Ken.
Yeah, I'll take him from Star Trek. And R2-D2.
You've got a team that's going to help you.
Yeah, of course I'm thinking in front here.
Right, going through a Stargate to an unknown planet with unknown pissed off aliens on the other side, I would take Brigadier General Bernard Montgomery, General Patton, who's the third? Somebody that was really, really good at fucking war.
Yeah, but what are they going to know about spaceships?
Fuck all, if there's any angry aliens, they'll kill them.
What, with a fucking musket?
It was the
What the hell are they going to do?
They had normal guns back then. It wasn't muskets.
Yeah, but now you're going into the space thing. They've all got lasers. He's going down there. Pass me another one of them balls so I can ram it down. Okay, now next.
Okay.
All right, bring Napoleon.
Right,
That's your
right, hold on, just to keep Aidan happy. General Akbar from Star Wars.
Oh, that's it. Get the fucking terrorists involved. They'll sort them.
For fuck's sake.
Don't need a parachute. That's not a parachute.
It's the general that shouted, "It's a trap!" in Star Wars. Him.
Oh,
So there you go. We've got a guy that can pilot a spaceship and two generals that can kill all the mean aliens. I'm sorry.
Sit there going. We're not going in there. It's a trap.
What a set of people.
Next question is from the wonderful Mr. Stuart Valentine. With the May Expo approaching and the new laws in place, how many disposable companies will remove their stands from the event? I think we've just covered that, Stuart.
Covered that, yeah.
I still think, is there going to be like a knee-jerking running it? Are they all going to go like, fuck off?
I think it's going to be a fire sale. I think they're all going to be there with all of the disposables still.
There will be a panic.
There will be a panic, and there will be
the
big boys stood there going, "This is our new pod system."
Yep.
And again, as reviewers, you get so many, especially on LinkedIn, don't you? What do you think of these new disposables or these designs? And they've got like pandas and kids stuff all on them. You go, look, this isn't very good in the UK. It's frowned upon. You shouldn't be doing aiming. And all these people now are not going to have these in business. Are they going to give a shit?
Probably not.
No, because they'll just move on to the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cracking question. Connor Smith writes in. Hello, ladies. That's what he's started it off as. It's your friendly neighbourhood blind vapor here. Hope you're all doing amazingly. My question for all characters, you all have a budget of £1,000 for a gaming laptop to use as an editing rig when away from home, and to play the odd game here and there. What you choosing for your gaming laptop? AMD or Intel? Vic goes last.
Oh, get the fuck!
He needs to go first because I've got no idea. We've already discovered
well,
this.
There's three of us and there's only two fucking options.
It's all right. You two pick and I'll just go with whichever one Vic picks.
Well, you know it's going to be AMD, isn't it?
Fucking right it is. Fuck Intel. Fucking Intel.
There you go.
Conning rip-off bastards.
Additional question for all casters. What is your go-to flavour from the e-liquid brand that I'm not going to mention until next week range? Oh, wait. Or better yet, what flavour are you most looking forward to? Yes, Vic, you'll get yours soon from what I've heard. My favourite is Onks, by the way. Glad to see you all back firing on all cylinders. Much love, your friendly neighbourhood, occasionally Prosecco drinking blind vapor. Yorkshire Ripper, innit?
Yorkshire Ripper all the way.
That's Yorkshire Ripper, but the one I'm looking forward to, it's Old Boy. That's the one I'm looking forward to.
That's that film with Josh Brolin where he sleeps with his daughter in it.
No, that's why he's fucking barred from local pub.
Sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Old Boy with Josh Brolin.
Has Vic gone? He's off to follow that old boy back into the toilet again. Start talking about them little small houses called cottages.
So yeah, we're all on it. Yorkshire Slipper. That's what we're all waiting for. The amazing, and we've already spoke about him this evening, wonderful Mr. Mark Crew writes in. The Voyager probe was launched back in 1977 with a gold disc on board. The 12-inch gold-plated copper disc contained sounds and images, was selected to portray the diversity of life and culture on Earth and intended for any intelligent extraterrestrial life. My question to all is, if a new probe was launched in 2024 and you had the opportunity to record a message, what would it be?
Stay the fuck away.
Keep away! Fuck off!
Bring things to get fucking fake tan out of fucking shirts. I've got 2 girls, and I'll tell you what, they walk around like 2 fucking Oompa-Loompas. Do you know what? Do you know that? You know, like them Tupperware boxes where when you put beans in them and they fucking stain?
Yeah.
That's what my kids walk around like. It doesn't matter how many times you say to them, look, you're not allowed to use this stuff. Fucking, it's straight all over the place. So I'll tell you what, if you find anything, find the cure.
Bleach.
The other thing as well is teach kids as well how to use a fucking telephone. I don't want to listen to the telephone call.
What's this about? What's this one about?
Everybody's walking around like that. What the hell's happening?
What's that about?
I don't want to listen to it.
Oh, fuck.
We have that in our house. My
Apparently
eldest...
Mike Clamp comes in peace.
It's got... Give over.
That's got to work coming out, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a Tommy gun.
My eldest, Scott, will walk downstairs and be like that. Is he like, can you hear him? Can they hear you?
The thing is, it's like everybody's forgot what a telephone is.
Yeah. Oh, that.
What's this?
Yeah. It's like that. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. There's an ear part at the top, and there's a mouth part at the bottom.
And nobody can actually do... You know, I've got this thing now. I stop them at 11 o'clock. No more FaceTiming. They're walking around my house. I'm sat there scratching my nads and fucking Nora from down roads watching me doing it. And I'm like, stop it. Stop walking around my house.
Yeah.
The whole FaceTime thing, yep.
The worst thing, Olivia's got a circular ring light upstairs, right? And she'll have a phone in there, and she'll have a cousin on a video call. They'll not be doing anything. They'll just be sat there, as if they're in the same room together, right? Doing nothing.
Don't get me on that. I've had to tell them both. I walked into my daughter's room the other day. She's fast asleep, and so's her mate on call.
Yeah.
I went, what are you doing? She says we wanted to just fall asleep. She's then passed over to my son. He's doing it with his mate.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
I'm walking in, turning televisions off, scratching my nads again. They're all on. What's happening here? Where's the life gone to?
I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Keep away is the message that we're sending. Keep away. Yeah. Stay away.
Stay away. Stay away. Don't land
And the thing is, whatever you do, don't bring wheels either. Obviously, Louise has passed the test. We're out all the time. Fucking potholes.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's everywhere. It's everywhere.
And the best thing about it is my wife can find every single fucking one of them.
We're saying, right? I drive around. I'm Tom Cruise, right? If I see a pothole, sunglasses are coming down. I'm like, all potholes, right? Like I'm a fighter pilot. Until that one that you don't see, and I got.
Oh. The best one was we were on his way to go and pick this other fish tank up, right? And she went, and the thing is, it was in the other lane, and there was nothing could be like a country lane. She went to go that side of it instead of this side of it. It fucking full on. Car went, whoa, I went, what are you fucking doing?
Have you
Why
noticed?
didn't you
how
just
it
stay
feels
this
like
side of it? Well, I thought I could go that side of it. No!
Have you noticed it feels like your bumhole grabs hold of your intestines and pulls them down when it happens?
And do you know the best thing about it? She went, who's driving, me or you? I went, obviously fucking you. I want to hit it.
It's true. It's true. Let's get off the women drivers before you end up with people on Twitter.
She'll not take me anywhere.
Yeah, right, giving you shit on Twitter. Every female driver will be like that. Hey,
That's it. Fuck the trolley pushers. I'm now on female drivers. I didn't mention any of that. It was just that she was a woman. And then again, as well, I don't want any of these other them, they, hers, and that. She definitely is a woman.
You think?
I think, anyway.
She was when I met her.
She played with my balls for the first 6 months, saying that she missed hers, but I didn't know what she meant.
That could be hemorrhoids, Adam. Big Ken, it could
He
possibly.
holds a goal corner. In the state of my kids, I wish you were the fucking other one.
The same colour.
Oh, Twitter people. I'm not racist.
Okay, it's what's that behind you if you want to find me? Fluff. William Dobson writes in. I nearly went straight into his question then. William Dobson writes in. Fluff, Planet Shuffle, age can't remember. And so this epic trip is still continuing as we are on the final stretch towards home. But still, it is becoming more and more obvious that we are getting bored shitless with the same routine. To all casters of the #1 vape show in the UK, your fellow casters have been chosen to go on a game show. Which game show do you think they will go on? And keeping the tradition, Vic goes last.
Oh, so we need to figure out. We need to figure out what each other would.
Go on.
That's going to be a
game.
fucking hard one.
I think Vic could go on What's My PC.
Yeah. No idea. What's your PC if your life depends on it? I'm dead. I think. You know what? I'm putting Aiden on Stars in the Rise.
Oh.
I'm putting Aiden on Stars.
Goes the big bopper.
Matthew Kelly stood there waiting for you, and you woke up. You do that walk. You do that walk that they all used to do. You know, when they walked on, they always used to go. And Matthew Kelly would go, "What's your name? Where'd you come from?" And he'd say, and then they'd go, "Who are you going to be tonight?" And you'd say something like, "I don't know. Who would you like to be, Aiden?"
I'd probably be Andrew Strong. Do you know what, though? My favourite bit on that one were obviously back in the 80s and 90s when it were on. It was a little bit different, the way the world is nowadays.
Yeah.
So I remember somebody come on and she was this white girl from Birmingham and she had a proper Birmingham accent and said, "Who are you going to be?" And she went, "Is it Sunita?" With the, that. Or what did she say? So macho.
Oh yeah, I remember her. Yeah.
So she fucking went out and they completely blacked her up, put her dreadlocks on.
Jesus.
And she come in and sang it. You'd never get away with that now, would you?
You'd never do that now. Nope.
You'd never get away with that now. But she had this proper Brummy accent. I thought she was going to be, I don't know, but I definitely didn't think she was going to be Sunita.
But that's where I'd see you. And then the smoke could go and you'd walk out and it'd go. Ba, 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 ba. They always
Kenny's got it.
exactly
Bullseye would be all right.
See, I was going to say that for you, Aiden. Bullseye.
Spell constipated.
She's 14. She's Filipino. Send her back, boy.
Look at what you could have won.
Marjorie, who lives in middle of town.
Yeah, in Dewsbury.
She's got a fucking speedboat parked on drive. Where have you got that from? I won a Bullseye. Go on then.
Well, I think won't cook, can't cook for Adam.
Good shout. Go on, Vic. You're up.
Oh well,
Pick one of us.
fucking Ken already said it, but I'd put Aiden in Bullseye because him and Jim Bone would get on really
one.
fucking well.
Hi-fi system. If you want to tape, if you want to tape the top 40 on a Sunday, these
Adam,
buttons are what you need.
and I can't remember the name of the fucking quiz show, but Stephen Fry hosted it. At least he used to. I don't know if he still does.
UI.
QI. I put Adam in QI.
A little bit too intelligent for me. That I'd be sat there going,
There's only so many times you can say plethora.
yeah. Plus, my problem is I don't like Alan Davis either.
See, I'm not a fan of him either. He tries to be funny and then he just fails miserably at it.
The thing about him as well, when he talks, he always looks like he's trying to lick a Rizzler.
It does, doesn't it?
I had a bad interaction with Alan Davis in London one year, and he literally said to me, he turned around and he went, "Do you know who I am?"
Oh, I'd have
And
fucking punched
at
him.
the point, right? At this point, I used to love, what were it called? The TV show that he used to do, where he were a magician. It were a
Alex's
detective.
Allen.
No, it was a detective show that he did. What were it called?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. And I used to love that. And then I met him, like in passing. We were walking, and obviously I'm from Derbyshire, Yorkshire kind of way. So if you walk past someone, you've always been brought up to go, I'm
Jonathan Creek.
Jonathan Creek, that was it, right? And we're
Bunny.
polite up this way. I walked past him and nudged past him by accident. And I went, I'm ever so sorry. And he turned around and he went, you should be. And I went, what? You were in a bad mood. I must have caught him on a bad mood. But since then, killed Jonathan Creek for me.
What era was this? Was it like early 2000s, late?
It was early 2000s. It was
Well, a
early.
lot of people walking around with that stupid fucking permit. Might not have been him, and you've took it the way around when he went, "Do you know who I am?"
I didn't know.
And he's probably thinking, "This is the 17th time somebody thought I was Jonathan fucking Creek, and I'm not him."
It could have been. But it put me off for life.
Did he have a scarf?
Did he have a scarf?
Yeah.
No, he
No,
didn't.
it's not him then.
But,
Is
I
he
put
wearing
8
tweed?
with Jimmy Carr and 8 out of 10 cats. Cheers, Connor. Last question. Firstly, it's from the wonderful Ben Martin, by the way. Firstly,
Ben.
does it mess up your screen layout when someone else posts and upsets the order of the questions? Yes, it does. You've seen, I am a pauper. I have one screen. I don't have the questions over here and the chat over here and the boys here, right? It's all in front of me. Secondly, to the casters of the UK's #1 vape show. With the
He looked a
inevitable...
bit Max Headroom in then, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did do it.
Look, I'm on a dongle at the minute, right?
He's
We're
on a
learning.
dongle.
To the casters of the #1 vape show, with the inevitable rush to pod kits in the next 12 months across the industry, where do you think the evolution of systems being released will track going into 2025?
Pods. You'll see a fucking flood of pods at first. The problem is, what will end up happening, I mean, this happened in Generation 2 of the pods when the second run of Caliburns hit. Fucking everyone was doing pods, and that's when you start to see, this was 2017 and 2018, that's when some of the other companies like Crown, who was dishing out millions and millions of Caliburns, along with Vaporesso, started thinking, hold on, we're releasing these pods into a market that's already oversaturated. We need something that will make us more money. And that's when they went back to single and dual battery box mods. Because 2017, right up until the very beginning of COVID, there was a lot of dual battery box mods being made, along with a shitload of pods.
You know what? And I'm not just saying it because they're a sponsor of the show, right? SX Mini have released a pod kit that is damn near perfect, right?
Yeah.
Damn near perfect. The reason I say damn near perfect, I would like to see a coil in it instead of it being pod. I would like to see that. I would like to see that direction, just because I, for one, and I don't know about anyone else here, including people in chat, coils more cost-effective. I wouldn't say more reliable as in overall, but if you get a dud pod, which can happen, we know it happens.
Yep.
You're throwing the whole thing away. right? If you've got a dud coil, it don't matter what liquid's in there. It don't matter what. You just pull the coil out, replace the coil, and away you go. Now, they released a damn near perfect pod, right? And that's why I say it's damn near. But I would very much like to see a lot of other companies go this way, where it is intelligent, it is clever, it is a decent sized battery for what it does. It's got that auto draw function without the button needing to be pressed, or any button. The settings are just about perfect on no matter. I've not had to mess around with any of the settings here.
Oh, yeah.
I just put a pod in and away I go. But simplify, but make better is what they've done.
Yeah.
And I think
All right, Birdman.
that's
Hey, Birdman, do you know what I like about it? Obviously, the people who have started on the disposables are now going to have to transition onto something else.
Yeah.
So this is absolutely perfect for them. There is obviously other pod devices which are good out there. But then you're going to get another influx of people who go, well, I tried this and it's not too bad, charging it and filling it up. Then we're going to hopefully get another influx of people wanting box mods, tanks, sub-ohm tanks, and go, I might have a little try that and bring a nicotine level down. I were on 20 milligram. Maybe I want to bring it down to 3. And this gives me a little bit more, or we're going to have a few more mouth to lungers. And hopefully the ban on the disposables will bring a new generation of people using different devices.
It'll reignite that circle that we live in the vaping industry, where we go back to the single, dual, and so on and so forth, back to the hobbyist if we ever get a chance to get back to that hobbyist side. It reignites that cycle again.
Because I said it in that longer video I put out. It was disposables that basically wrecked the industry, because before disposables, you still had Smock bringing out box mods, Vapor Esso with the Gen line and the Target line and all that kind of crap. Then disposables just waded in and just wrecked vast sections of the industry, because the people that used to be using these, like your common geek vape kits, they ditched these and went to disposables because they're easy to use. With that market shutting down, this is going to come back. You know for a fact it is. It's going to come back.
Go on.
Again, we said this about pods. It was said about pods. It's they were the devil. Freddy is the devil. Freddy is the devil. They were, weren't they? And now we're looking at the pods as maybe the saviour.
Yeah.
But again, we're going back to the same thing as we say week in, week out. It's not the actual device itself. All right, we've got the green sort of sections on it. It has got a place, but it's where it's being sold and how it's being marketed. And until, if the government's going to do it, they're going to do it right, and it's got to be black and white, like we said before. Yeah. It's got to be where they're saying, look, they're only going to sell it in that place. You've got to have that certain amount of packaging, and then we know where we are.
Yeah,
they've got to close off the loopholes.
I'd not even thought about that. The point that you made there is possibly the point of the show tonight. That we deterred and detested the idea of pods, and it is so strange that they have come round and they are officially. And I believe it after you said it. They are the future of vaping in a way, because do you know what? We're going to have the great reset of vaping, where all these people are dropping. And I've seen it, and I'm sure Bunny's seen it, and I'm sure Mark H has seen it as well, that we're already seeing the influx of people who want a little bit more battery life, who want a bigger battery, who want a single 18650. But this lights a fire under its arse. So then people who were using disposables are now starting that journey again. And pods are the saviour of this vaping industry. It's crazy to think it, but you absolutely nailed that. That's point of the show. That's absolute point of the show.
Again, Spencer Smith saying there, black and white with our government. To be honest with you, vaping, and again, we've said this for so many years, vaping needs to have a point where it is black and white. We've had so much. You'll have one point where governments come out and said, oh, this is vaping's blah, 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 blah. It's absolutely brilliant. And then the next week, there'll be another story out. Vaping is bad, blah, 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 blah. And we've never had that sort of thing of, look, vaping is there to stop people from smoking. There
Yeah,
is people that use vaping, such as myself, to get nicotine.
yeah.
And that's what I want it for. And it's no different, really, than what coffee is,
Fucking faggot
butter, your
alarms.
sugar, or anything else. Caffeine, your cup of tea.
And that's very true. And do you know what? It's such a strange one because and I had this conversation earlier on with a customer about vaping and kids. We have spent, and this I don't know whether this is just us being responsible, but me and you, especially Aidan, who's got kids, we've had vapes around for the last 10 years, nearly, knocking around the house, new
yeah.
kids coming through the door, everything else. And I've spent a lot of years going, I vape so I don't smoke. That's what it's always been. I vape so I don't smoke. And yes, at a point before COVID, when we were all on 0 milligram, 1.5 milligram, 3 milligram, I couldn't have survived that time without 20 milligram. I couldn't have gone through it, but I've spent years turning around to my kids going, I vape so I don't smoke.
Yep.
It's not because it's cool. It tastes great, don't get me wrong, but it's not because it's cool. I vape so I don't smoke.
And if I was so surprised when I spoke to people and young kids. Well, why are you actually vaping? Well, everybody does it.
Yeah,
Well, just because everybody does it, don't mean you to. Well, I suppose they did that with cigarettes as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's that sort of thing that they're going to do it. I think the disposable is the new cigarette, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
I think
was there a massive call back in the school days when everybody had 20 Berkeley on them to ban cigarettes?
No, but we live in a different society now, don't we? If don't forget, everyone smoked when we were younger.
Oh fuck yeah! Everybody fucking smoked when I was smoking. Everybody.
Exactly. Everyone smoked, and if it weren't your mum, it was your mum's husband. If it weren't your mum's husband, it was your mum's friend. Anyone and everyone smoked back then. So all we got, and this is where it differs, right? When we got caught smoking, we got a clip round tab. We got told off, and we got a clip round tab. We didn't get, I can't do anything, so we're going to get this banned.
Yep.
And that's what it is. That's what it is.
I think as well the parents don't sort of help either. I can't remember who we were talking to. Somebody was saying that we're actually at work, that their 11-year-old child has to do chores to be able to get his vape.
Oh, for fuck's sake! 11 years old.
11 years old. So again, I don't think the parents look at it in the way of this is not good. And the same as I said to my kids tried it. After all, what me and Mark have ploughed into them, they tried it. Again, can you stop your kids from doing it? You can only, I can more Daniel and Fern I can push onto it, but Ollie's 16. You hopefully she listens to what I'm saying. If she's not doing it, she knows it's frowned upon.
We have a bit of bias, right? And this is where it's bad, right? This is a bit of bias, and I'm going to put a point here, and it might be controversial, it might not. If one of my kids came to me and went, "Dad, I vape," I don't think I would feel as angry, and this is like controversial, I know, if they turned around to me and said, "I smoke."
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, and this is where the bias falls into it, right? We know personally how you feel from vaping. Yes, it's addictive. Yes, it's bad. But in comparison to how we felt while we were smoking, we feel like healthy, normal human beings for vaping. Now, because of that bias, I'm not saying that I would not slap my kids around the side of the head for it and tell them they weren't allowed to do it in the house or anything like that. I'd still stick by them ground rules. But internally, I wouldn't feel as bad. I wouldn't feel as angry. I'd still be angry. I wouldn't feel as angry if they turned around to me and said I've vaped instead of smoked.
Do you know something that I was really surprised as well with what you were saying, Vic, was that they're going to crack down on snus.
Yeah, I never thought snus was actually being sold that much here. You don't see that many people using it. You really don't.
The
I tell you what, when
pouches.
I took it, it didn't have to make me feel fucking poorly. At
Yeah,
4 milligrams.
I didn't feel fucking well because I tried it once and I did not feel good. No.
I got dry mouth with it as well, and they ended up giving me sparkling water, which were warm. It made me feel I was gonna spew.
It's not just that. Those pouches, the pouch versions, they've got a fucking shitload of nicotine in them. There is a lot of nicotine in those things. See, I never thought they were much of a
And they were
problem in
burning
the UK.
people as well. Some
They were.
brands, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
The problem with it is same as nicotine gum. If you ever tried the gum when you were quitting, I tried everything before I took up vaping. The nicotine gum could have the same effect because obviously the idea was chew, 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 stick it up on your gum.
Stick it
chew,
up
chew,
there.
chew, stick it up on your gum. And the problem where I was getting blisters on my gum where I was leaving it on there too long because it don't get into your system like a cigarette. It just sits and leaches into your system slowly like a nicotine patch.
Yeah.
But,
See you later, Kenny. See, I couldn't.
see you later, Ken.
I couldn't try the gum for one obvious reason. They stick to my false teeth like fucking concrete, and I couldn't take it fucking off. So I done the spray, didn't fucking work. I done the patch. I ended up putting fucking 2 of the fuckers on, and nothing happened. I went, fuck it, they don't fucking work. I tried them all.
And they worked out, you got bitch tits, and they were HRT.
The only way that nicotine patches work is you stick one over each eye so you can't find your fags.
Yeah, the patch has done fuck all. Nothing. They done fuck all.
They're a slow burn though. That's the problem with a lot of quit smoking aids are slow releasing nicotine.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons that vaping works so well is because it's just like having a cigarette. It hits you and the nicotine gets absorbed into your lungs. Like a cigarette.
Obviously you're getting the vapor, which is sort of giving you the feel that you're getting smoke.
Yeah. And
it's not it's vapor.
Because it's into your system and into your lungs, it's being released like a cigarette does. So it's instant, it's done.
Yeah.
When you have a nicotine patch, although they're high nicotine, they're slow releasing into the blood system. So in order for that nicotine to get into your lungs like you expect it to and into your brain after, it's just slow releasing constantly. So it's not hitting you like a nicotine, like a cigarette would. So although it'll sustain, and the best thing about a nicotine patch is if you're on high ones, I don't know how high they do them now. A lot, Shane Gibson's just negated my point here, but a lot of people start to feel sick when they smoke and have nicotine patches at the same time because they're nicotine overdose.
Yeah.
I had Champix. Did you ever try the Champix?
Oh, there was a lot of fucking bad stories
Bad
about
stuff
those.
about that. Suicidal thoughts.
Oh, any bad side that you can have with Champix, I had it, except for the suicidal thoughts. I had terrible nightmares. I had incredible heartburn. I had heart palpitations. I had sweats, indigestion. I had the shits. Anything and everything other than the suicidal I had with Champix, and it was terrible.
Don't be funny. If you put them all together, I'd want to fucking kill myself.
Yeah, exactly. I did well.
Okay, hell. But another thing that with obviously, again, with vaping, we've had so much shit. You know, like all that what came out in the US. Obviously, we know about the money side of it and also the pharmaceutical side because everything was down in money. We also had the fact that people were mixing THC with vitamin E and all that come out. And instead of putting it under what they were doing with THC, they were putting it under the banner of vaping. We've also got it now as soon as somebody's poorly going into hospital. And they're not talking about these balloons that they've been sucking on all weekend. But the vaped.
Yeah, they vaped, and vape gets the
the
blame for
vaped,
it.
but they don't mention that they've been putting it. Is it what's it called, Adam? That whipped cream stuff.
NOS.
But what is it? What's the actual? It's laughing gas.
It's not carbon dioxide, is it? It's
nitrous oxide.
Nitrous oxide. That's it.
Nitrous oxide.
That doesn't do any good to your lungs, does it? If you're taking balloon after balloon after balloon on it, there's people walking around with the big canisters about that big. Just taking it.
Yeah. But oh no, vaping gets the blame.
They won't. The thing is, they won't tell the mum and dad that they've been doing them, or that they've had illegal THC cartridges.
The big problem that we've always had, right? And this is good because this is a good conversation. Because what happens is we have so much medical evidence that backs it all up. But and I don't want to be that guy who says the media, but the media pulls in stories about the umbrellaed effect of vaping, not the actual effect, the umbrellaed. So the people whose teeth, gums were bleeding, nosebleeds, headaches, were coming from illegal 50 milligram disposables from someone who's never touched nicotine in their life.
Yeah.
And all these things, and they go vaping. But over on this side sort of bar, we have got a medical system who are going, it works to help you quit smoking. We've got Royal College of Physicians, the 97, 98, 99, 96, 90, whatever 90 it decides to be this week, safer than smoking traditional combustible cigarettes.
Cancer UK, you've got the Heart Foundation.
Everything.
You've got all these that are backing it up, that are saying, look, this is better. Nobody's saying that it's better than smoking or safer than smoking.
It's not safe, it's safer.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's what I think people mix up a lot with it. And the thing is you're not supposed to put anything in your body.
No.
And I think if you look at, I think Mark made a good point of this. If you look at the amount of fumes that you're hanging in from a bus.
Oh God, yeah. If you walk down the local high street,
he said that
Jesus.
a lot of years ago when about the carcinogens that you have from stood behind a bus at a bus stop. But look, we can work it. You can nearly work it out yourself. So PG has been used in lung treatment for a lot of years. It's been used in inhalers. It's been used in hospitals. It's been used in everything, right? Nightclubs have used VG for as long as the fucking days are to create smoke machines.
Yeah, smoke machines.
Now, no one's ever walked out of a nightclub and gone, that VG has done my that smoke machine's done my lungs.
Yeah.
Unless it were Ethel who sat in front row going, it's too loud.
Yeah. Flavourings, right? The vast majority of flavourings out there are food-based flavourings that are perfectly safe to be ingested, perfectly safe to be inhaled, perfectly safe to be rubbed in your fucking eyes.
I thought you were going to say arse then.
Yeah, we're going to. But it can be safely ingested and safely used. The only questionable in a scientific ideology is nicotine. And that got proven last year by a study in America, of all places, to be as harmful for you, not safe, but as harmful for you as caffeine. It's just how you intake that nicotine that ramps up the danger. But
it does, and again, we'll have it. It's like with Australia trying to again explain to the mother-in-law about how money works, about how pharmacies and how big tobacco, how they get involved in this.
The whole Australia thing, Jesus, fuck.
Death makes money. Unfortunately, death makes money. If people are healthier, the health service will be lighter.
And you've got to look at again. I don't know I don't know if Stuart Valentine's still in. Is it something like $80 for these kits that are absolute shit?
Yeah, that are done through the pharmacy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done through the pharmacy.
80 Australian dollars for that.
For what is essentially a pod kit. And a shitty one at that.
So what's that doing then is then obviously somebody must be saying in Parliament, hold on a minute, but if we stop this, then people are going to go back to smoking.
The problem is, I said it a few
money.
years ago about America, the problem with privatised healthcare is death makes a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Not only that, cancer. And take from it what you will, right? Cancer makes a lot of money. It is a horrible, horrible, horrible disease, but it makes a lot of money. Potential cures, treatments, and everything else generate thousands and millions and billions of money every single year. That is why, in our lifetime, I don't ever think we will ever see a cure. And that is because the amount of money that is made. And this is where vaping became such a danger in America, because the more people that picked it up meant the healthcare service was not dealing with the lung disease as it was originally.
Yeah.
And I think that makes sense across the world. Because if we start to be healthier, then Big Pharma and Big Tobacco start to lose a little bit of coin out of their pockets.
Especially Big Pharma.
And that's
Plus, you've got to think you've got them pharmaceutical people who are making them tablets for pennies.
Yeah.
yeah.
Literally pennies.
Pennies, and then what they're doing is selling them for thousands.
Yeah.
And that's where it's all wrong. Surely somebody who's getting into the pharmaceutical industry and people who are looking at wanting to save people's lives.
Unfortunately, when they start to see the pennies roll in, it takes a really, really, really good person to be able to fight that penny out of your pocket.
Shane Gibson says, my cousin in Australia works in a doctor's and she's over the moon about the vaping, about the vape bad, as she's been told it's the worse than smoking. Again, if you've only got to go back to if somebody's saying this, you look at Hitler. He was telling all the country how bad things were and what he was doing right, and obviously in the end it didn't turn out like that, did it?
Fucking scary.
And
Again,
it is.
I can understand. I can understand the point of it hasn't been tested in the fact of 100 years.
Yeah, generations.
Yeah.
Generations and generations. So I can take that point to the board and go, yeah, I can understand that. But from somebody who's been vaping since 2006, and I know other vapors from 2006, and obviously I've been involved in a hell of a lot of people who have been reviewers who probably vape more than an average vapor would do, and I know the benefits from when I smoked to when I started vaping. And again, I'll let you and normally by December time I'm full of cold. I'm back to the point now, you know, like we've all had this bit where we've contracted everything again because we were locked up for a year and a half. So now I'm fine. And I found it this year, other people who smoke and do everything, they've all got the colds and they're all coughing, spluttering and all that, not had it.
Yeah. Same here.
This is where, when I said it's going to take a big fight, right? It's going to take a big fight because we've got petitions on our side. If we do them properly, we've got petitions on our side. We've got a voice to be heard. And Vic, I'm going back to your short, right? Vape scene, right? Influencers. Call yourselves what you fucking want. Now's your time to use that influence you have built up to start spreading the word, right? Because if you spread the word, if these followers that you've got are so fucking loyal, get them doing the right thing. Fight the good fight. Do the petitions. Put a petition next to your epoxy fucking bottle of Nick Salt that you've got for free. Because guess what? If all this goes tits up, you're not going to be getting any more free shit.
Nope.
Do you know what's funny as fuck as well? You're doing that. The only thing I could think of was Rimmer at that point where he goes, he's like, give Quiche a chance. What we're going to do is we're going to do a leaflet drop. We're going to do all that. The thing about it is we could be pissing in the wind because if they want to do it, they'll just absolutely do it. Hopefully we can all stand up and at least have a voice to try and stop this. If it's going to get that bad, I don't know what the bunny is for, but if it gets that bad.
But we all need to pull together. We all need to fight the good fight. And that's what it's all about. The vape community is fucking strong, right?
In the UK it is, yeah.
In the UK it is. And it's a lot stronger than some other countries. And we have a lot of other countries that are envious of what we have done. Whether it be raising money for charity. Well, this is our time to save ourselves.
Do you know what's going to happen, don't you? You're going to have the Saturday night lads. They'll be gluing themselves to the floor. Vic will be like getting a lift up and start throwing Campbell's fucking soup across to the Mona Lisa. There'll be me and you like storming the tennis with new balls, please. It'd be brilliant.
Me and fucking Greta. Go on, Greta! I'm away.
Come on. Get her in the headlock going, I love you, little fucker. I love you.
You little fucking fighter, you like scrapping.
Fly me to the moon. Love me.
But now's the time. Now's the time. We always pull together and raise money for other people. Well, this is our baby. This is our thing that needs saving. So pull yourselves together. Get them petitions out there. Get talking. Push yourself. And like I said, hark back to that short. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it because it's hilarious and it's fucking nailed on.
Fucking
Did you see that as well? Absolutely. Birdman sat there saying $63 million in anti-vaping ad campaign.
Fucking hell.
And who gave him that money? Who do you think gave him the money?
Makes you fucking wonder.
we need a handful of surgeons and doctors to vape to come out and speak up. Yeah, true. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this. I'm ready. I'm going fucking. I'm fucking going down to the Rish's house and I'm telling him, hey, here, have a toot on this.
Well, again, these people, it doesn't really affect, does it?
No.
They're probably going to get a backhander anyway. He's millionaires. It's like everything. Everybody's going through it. I'll tell you what, the price of shopping and gas and electricity, it's just ridiculous.
Everything's fucking
And I love that
expensive.
fact as well. You know, like all the energy companies coming out, God, we've made absolutely billions of pounds worth of profit. Well, I'm surprised you put all my fucking thing up.
Yeah.
Oh, a friend of mine, someone who comes into the shop came in the other day. You know when we had that cold snap the other week?
Oh, yeah.
He walked in and he went, my poor missus. I says, what? He says, I told her, sit there with your hoodie on, chuck a blanket on, because fuck off if we're putting that heating on.
Oof, Jesus.
I says, you horrible bastard. He went, no. He says, did you watch this morning? I went, no, I'm at work. He went, this guy from British Gas or wherever it were on there saying about how much bonus he did. And they were pushing him, and he weren't going to. It might not have been this morning. It could have been Good Morning Britain or something. But he goes, they were pushing him to find out, and it was £4.6 million bonus
Fucking
on top
hell.
of his wage. On top of his wage, and he went, I may be one person, but he's not having my fucking money. And I went,
Yeah,
what
fair
a
enough.
lad. Came home, whack fucking eating on because it was freezing. Thinking,
Do you know how sad it is? We're sat in 2024 and they're sending advice out. Heat the person, not the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what they're telling people is put coats on and sit in your house with no eating and fucking freeze.
Yeah.
But
2024.
It gets really confusing because do you know what? They're saying this Russia thing that's going off, right? I'm not going to mention too much about it, but this Russia thing could be affecting the prices of energy.
I'm not going to mention too much about it. It's only been happening for fucking 2 years. But it's not
But
like-
I don't want, we don't want to get touched
Keep it on the
into that.
hush. Shh.
Yeah. We've now got everything going off, right? And that's apparently stopping supply chains getting to the UK, which means it's going to be more expensive. We shouldn't have fucked Sheffield Steel off to fucking China, should we? Right? And started exporting and buying from everywhere else. We've got nuclear power plants in the UK that are not doing anything, basically.
Just
not
sitting there.
providing any energy to ourselves. We are not self-sustaining and we are relying on other people. And the problem with that is when they put their fucking prices up, we put our prices up twice so they can still make the £4.6 million bonus as well.
Fucking
Bastards.
scary.
It is, and the thing is, the way they've made it as well, you've got nowhere to talk to anybody. You can't complain. You
No.
can't do anything. It's like send
Well,
me
we can,
send an
only-
email and wait for 30 days. You know, like
Well,
years ago,
on
you
the-
could actually ring somebody up. It's like, you know, if you try and ring a call centre now, they must have 3 fucking people working there.
If that.
And they're all doing it in Braille. And
But
people
ladies
are
and
moving the
gentlemen-
phones. You know what I mean? They're like moving around the office. It's like a game for them, like whack-a-mole.
No, they can't hear it because they're going like that. Hello? Hello?
You see, it's the worst fucking thing in the world, isn't it? Trying to get through to anybody nowadays. And they've got this chat. You don't actually chat to somebody. It's some stupid robot
It's some
that you've got to
stupid
go.
bot thing you're
I
chatting
want
to, yeah.
to talk to somebody.
Same
Say
thing
that
when
again. I don't quite understand your fucking question.
It's the same
You
th-
don't understand it. You've just been programmed to be saying the same fucking thing over and over again.
It's the exact same fucking thing. Because so the Virgin Media contract went up, and my fucking the package price basically doubled. That's how you know your contract's up. And I went, oh, fuck this. Fucking Virgin Media, and it was busy, so we're on the Virgin Media's website, and live chat. I can chat to a customer representative. It wasn't a fucking customer rep, it was some fucking AI bot thing that didn't have a fucking clue what I was talking about. So I went back on the fucking phone, waited for 45 minutes, and said, okay, right, I've been on the phone for fucking 45, and I actually said this, I've been on the phone for fucking 45 minutes, my contract's ran out, what kind of deal could you give me before I cancel the fucking contract? And I got the contract back, and they threw in Netflix for free.
Yay.
You better do porn up.
Instead of us three being Room 101, I do want to say a little nudge, right? ladies and gentlemen, the Vapor Round nominations are open right at this moment in time. If you would like to find 5 minutes of your time to sit down and put your favourite reviewer in there, your favourite brick and mortar store. I'm not going to mention no names because that's a little bit biased, but if you mention Vic, we get a free dinner. So please.
He is right though. He is right though. If you do put, if I end up getting the Vapor Round award, all three of us end up getting invited to Friday night.
Hold on a minute. I've still got 3 months to fucking blast them reviews out.
I'm sorry, boys, but I am coattailing to fuck. Mate. I'm sitting there with my roast potato in my mouth, going, "I've done fuck all."
Fucking throwing a roast potato at him.
Okay. Don't, because we've just had a mention of his name there. Ben M's just put vote Flat Cap. Flat Cap is the fucking roast potato ninja, mate.
He
Honestly.
is.
Oh,
that
he
roast
can
potato
catch a
went to
roast
his
potato
hand.
from 40 odd yards.
And it was dark.
It was dark as well. That's right. That's his basketball. Hey, talking about that, I did see that. Obviously, you've got the Atty stand. They've cloned it already, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they cloned another company cloned it, Arcanum Mods or some shit like that. Yeah.
And,
cloned it.
do you know what? Obviously, me and Flatty, we were on 3 Men in a Vape show together with the wonderful Simon from Mr. Coyle.
Yeah.
And again, I think this was the thing that sort of made him fall out of love for things that people have come up with.
Yeah.
And it with Chinese companies who've just gone fuck you and they've took it because the cost of getting a patent on that is just not worth it.
Way too fucking expensive to patent something these days.
And
Way
also
too
then
expensive.
trying to take somebody in China to court for it.
Yeah.
It's just not worth
Well, I
it.
mean,
So, yeah,
you guys will
it's
remember.
shitty.
You guys remember me. I think it was one of the episodes that came out about 2 weeks after the Atty stat came out, and I said on one of the live shows here, it's only going to be a matter of time, maybe 2 or 3 months before China clones it, and here we are 2 or 3 months later, someone's cloned it. It was bound to fucking happen. It was bound to happen.
But this is where the support of the cottage industry comes in. Buy Atty Stack. If you're going to get an Atty Stack, buy Atty Stack.
Buy Atty Stack.
Don't go anywhere else. It's a cracking idea.
But again, if somebody doesn't watch or doesn't follow YouTube and they type it in,
it wasn't. I know what you're on about, Bunny. It wasn't China that cloned it. It was a UK company who was really nice to Gaz in his DMs, and you've come up with a great idea, and then fucked him over, bless him.
I thought Arcanum was in China.
No,
they're UK based.
Yeah.
I
the
thought they were
cheeky
in China as well.
bastards.
Have they not got a Chinese?
The fucking cheeky
Evans, we
fuckers.
might vote for that liquid that is not to be named after next week. You never
Actually,
know.
you kind of do have to mention it because they're actually in the rotating banner down there.
I don't.
Yeah, make sure you go there fluid, and also don't forget our Rochford project as well.
Yeah, please spell it correctly. It's Yorkshire Slipper, not Yorkshire Slipper.
It's done it again. It's not slipper either.
Onks
I
and
know
Yorkshire
it's not
Slipper.
Yorkshire Slipper. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not trying to butter them up. I'm really actually looking forward to it.
Yorkshire slipper sounds like it should be in an old folks home.
It's better than saying Yorkshire Ripper.
Yorkshire Slipper.
Either that or it could have been my old grandma, the Yorkshire stripper.
Oh, Jesus.
Yorkshire Kipper.
Yorkshire Kipper.
That's a
Oh, when
torture
she the
flipper.
splits.
Torture flipper. Never did you make me chuckle then.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Yorkshire
honestly,
kipper.
if you've got a spare 5 minutes, I'm sure Vic shared a link to it.
I'll pop the link out
time.
again, actually, for the people that don't know.
Yeah,
Hold
pop the
on,
link out.
I'll go and look for
if
it.
you get a spare 5 minutes, get yourself over there, get voting for your favourites. It doesn't have to be anyone. It can be your favourite. We're not going to try and influence your Vic. Dinner.
Batman!
And to be fair, Jane did put she's going to get your +1.
So here's the link here. There's only, I think it's only 6 or 7 categories, so you don't need to get a cup of tea with this one. It's like the East Side Click Award, which goes on for 20 fucking minutes. It's only 6 or 7 categories. There's the link there, folks. Give you a quick rundown here. Best new brand. I'm waiting on Nevs. I'm waiting on Nevs and Pugs to shell their juice. Best new brand. Come on, guys, catch up, mate. Too slow.
Fluid.
Or you could put an Atty stack. Only kidding, Nevs. Best UK vape retailer. That's brick and mortar and online, so you've got an open choice there. Best international vape retailer? I don't have a clue with that one. Because I don't use international retailers, and all the US retailers, fucking, their shipping is too fucking expensive. Best online
Coil
vape.
Clout.
Where are they based? Oh, they're in the US, aren't they? Coil Clout.
Yeah, Coil Clout, yeah, they
Right.
sponsor me.
Best online vape retailer? That's obvious. Best reviewer?
Hi.
Because us three want a free dinner on Friday.
Yeah.
We'll be going anyway. For the #1 vape show.
Well, that's just, we are actually, yeah.
Rip trippers.
Best e-liquid range. That's a second slot that Fluid can pop into. Not that I can comment on that, because I don't
Or
fucking have it
Rochford.
here yet.
Or Rochford.
Or Rochford. Can't forget our first sponsor. So yeah, best trade show. That's going to be the UK Vape Show, but not the UK. That's going to be the fucking Vapor Expo.
Four Vic. Us four. Jane.
Oh, and Jane. Sorry, Jane. I'm getting in a shitload of trouble
Can't
here.
forget
now.
Mum, can we? Because she is like the mum of the
Yeah,
table.
She does look after us in there on Friday. She does look
Well,
after
she keeps
us.
me in check as well.
Geor. We couldn't be kept in check last time.
Oh, she will. I look. I mean, every time we've been, I've always sat next to Jane. She's absolutely lovely.
And then
We
you've
just
got
needed to keep Sean in check last time.
And
Fucking hell, that we can eat.
Lastly, you've got best trade show. That's going to be the Vapor Expo, unless you want to put in the Hall of Vape in there, because that's another pretty good one. That's it. That's all the categories, folks. It'll take you 5 minutes to fill it up, and you're done and dusted. 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like that one, Mickey Love.
The
Best online weirdo, Graham.
Graham. So there's the link there. If you haven't filled it out yet, you can fill it out after the show. There's only 6 or 7 categories to go, and that's you done.
While we're on a little bit of news, didn't you mention, I don't know if you're putting it live yet, but there was something in our chat that you were showing me earlier on, well, showing us earlier on.
Oh, I can't show that on here.
Well,
It looks like a button mushroom.
it's got it's got these on it.
Oh, you mean it's the shop?
I'm here trying to pitch you here. Come on, man. I feel like I'm on Dragon's Den.
Actually, Nightbot's been kind of spamming it, but I think the Nightbot spam's kind of fucked up. So we've opened up, or we've not opened up, we've reopened the UK Vape Show shop, and we're not using Teespring anymore because Teespring's prices are way too fucking expensive for the kind of printing that they do. So if I just scroll up here, there it is. It's that link right there. So if you head over here, and I'm going to get the link, and I'm going to pop it into chat right now. It's a relatively new air company that we're going with.
We must have mentioned it a couple of times because Nightbot's just gone, "Hey, I'm here."
About fucking time, Nightbot. So we've got some t-shirts, hoodies, and baseball caps. Now the way that we're running this, the Ohm's Law t-shirt and the Ohm's Law t-shirt, and I think there's an Ohm's Law hoodie. That's going to be a limited run. So there's at the beginning of every month on the UK Vape Show, we launch a month-long limited run t-shirt and a month-long limited run hoodie. And right now it's Ohm's Law, so it's got the whole Ohm's Law diagram all the way down there with the UK Vape Show or Vaping Vic logo at the top. Yeah, they're over there. It's a company based in the United States, but they do ship a lot of items from an EU warehouse, and they also do some of the printing from the EU as well. So that is the new UK Vape Show and Vaping with Vic merch store. Just opened up.
1st of February, everything's new. New intro, new shop, new Aiden. Hi. But Steve,
So, you know what, all these sponsors, we got a giveaway then this week?
Well, technically no, because I'm kind of waiting for Fluid arriving. But we could do one with Rochford Project instead.
yeah.
Because that's the idea that I'm gonna swap it between Rochford and Fluid whenever Fluid actually arrives. Not that I'm pressuring you, pugs. Anyway, moving on.
Vic shirts only come in gnome sizes.
Shut up. Right. SX
Yeah,
Mini.
you buy one, you get free toadstool for free.
What the fuck's going on in here?
Gone fishing.
Where is he?
This fucking
Fucking
box.
hell, the glare off of that, Vic.
Put your fez on.
I'm not being funny, but you've got a hole in that toupee. I can't say shit all about it, mine. Look at that. Mine's like a bad patch of grass.
No, I'm all right. Mine's...
That's the 0.6.
It'll come to you, son. It'll come to you.
No, mine's going comb over.
That's the 0.8. Oh no, that's
Mine's
the wrong
going comb over.
Seven.
ones.
Can't tell, look. I've got that Gareth Bale going off. It's all going here, but I've got it long, so it covers it.
That's the wrong fucking bag. So this is why I'm taking next week off, so I can actually sort all this fucking mess out, because I've got bags upon bags upon bags of fucking giveaway stuff here. Fucking hell. What one's that? 0.6. Right, I need the 1.2 now.
All right. This is Aiden's fault, this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, please do us a favour. Stick that thumbs up, right? It's
How many
the
are we at,
first time.
Adam? How many are we at?
How many are we at? I'm going to have a look now. Let me have a look. Let me make sure I ain't got volume turned up. No, I don't want browse memberships.
You know what I'm going to
Ladies
do?
and
I'm
gentlemen,
gonna
we
pop
are
in
currently
something.
at 91 thumbs up.
91? And how many people are watching?
92. If you haven't already, I know a lot of you do it on your way in, but please do us a favour, hit that thumbs up. It does help with the old algorithms, and believe it or not, it helps a hell of a lot. A thumbs up, and it's free.
Pretty
And
pleased with the cherry on top. Nice to see you, Tomer. Hope you're doing all right, buddy.
But while he looks for that, take that 2 seconds, stick that thumbs up. We've emptied our sack for you.
Okay, I need coils.
We brought Aiden back. So pop a thumbs up. Casters, Adam, Aiden, are you on next week with me, Nevs, and Mike? Oh, I think you've just landed a spoiler there. But yeah, we are.
Just keep shelling yourself, pugs. What the fuck?
Might do a live tasting of some Yorkshire Ripper.
Yeah, and so, you know, fucking thanks, pugs. Gave the fucking game
Yeah,
away.
ladies and gentlemen, we've got some people coming on. We decided to help them out a little bit.
Yeah, we've got 3 people on. You know, they've just launched a tiny little juice company, and you know they want a bit of a helping hand there. So I thought, you know, we'd bring them on to the UK's #1 show to do with vaping. That is, of course, the UK Vape Show, to give them a little bit of a hand. So we're going to have Mike from iFancy1 and Wick Liquor, and we're going to have Nevs and Pugs from Fluide. Never heard of them. I don't know what the company is, but apparently that's what it's called.
Thought we'd slum it for a week. Because there's 6 of us on, you're limited to 1 vape for the entire show. Rules.
Well, they're used to it, aren't they, every week? 6 of them.
Yeah. But we're not, so it's 1
Yeah.
vape each.
Hold on a minute. Where the fuck did the second bottle go?
Or we will be seeing if you are vaping every single one. I'll keep a tally.
He doesn't. You go and watch the Saturday show, and like Pug's fucking buffet lasts for like half an hour. I've got this, and I've got that, and I've got this, and I'm vaping it. He vapes in one fucking thing all the way through the fucking show.
We'll tally it. That's all.
One fucking thing, Pugs. We watch you. Anyway, box away time, because it's not a giveaway, it's a box that goes away. We, of course, sponsored by the wonderful people over at XX Mini. We've got a Pure... Now, this is one of the old Pure Maxes. However, I'm throwing in, because the difference between the old one and the new one is not the battery, it's the pod.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing in a pack of the 0.8 coils. I'm also throwing in a pack of the 1 point, and if you're a mouth to lung net vapor, you want the 1.2 ohms. So I've got 1.2 ohm coils, and I'm also throwing in a pack of the 0.6 ohm coils if you want to do a bit of direct to lung. And so that's the Pure Max with 3 packs of pods. And trust me, you'll need these pods, because from tomorrow, 2nd of February, China basically shuts down for 2.5 weeks, because it's the
Groundhog
Chinese
Day.
New Year, the year of the dragon, I think they are now. I've also got from
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, yeah. From our first wonderful liquid sponsor, the Rochford Project. Look, I've actually got Black Vine in stock. See that? I haven't taken it all because he's actually sending me concentrates now. So I got a bottle of Black Vine and a bottle of the fuck does that say? Oh, it's the Midnight Oil. Now, I'm going to say this now. If you are Space Turtle, who's in Germany, for instance, or another country, Italy and Australia right now, and there's a little bit of dodginess going on with customs, I'll try and fit the liquids into the box and do some jiggery pokery with the customs, but there's no guarantee it'll get through, but I'll try and fit it in. So we've got these two going from our other wonderful sponsors, Mr. John Chico Coils. I'm going to throw in a bunch of these cracking little...
Stunning coils.
Are they fuse Claptons? Frame staples. They're frame staples. And the reason I'm popping in frame staples is because I'm throwing in something else.
Wow.
A blaze bridge with the tank. So this is for all you Boro tank fans out there. This is the full blaze bridge setup. Stainless steel base, because I took the this one, the black coloured one, for myself because it goes with the AIO. So that's why I'm throwing in coils, because these coils fit perfectly in this deck. And there we go. It's all going to one lucky winner. Now I need to fight with Nightbot. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've got 2 minutes to enter.
So what we up now? How many thumbs?
Let me have a little gander.
Giveaways. That.
Once again, people, if you're not part of our Facebook group, get yourself over to the Facebook group. It means you can put your questions in. And remember, obviously, we are having the lads on from Fluid next week. So, questions for them.
We are on 121 likes with 158 people in.
So
Come on, people.
The keyword for this one, if you want to enter, it is open worldwide, by the way. It is worldwide again.
Mr. Hinchcliffe, are you okay, buddy?
Mr. Hinchcliffe, how you doing? If you're in a country that's a bit iffy with importing liquids, there's no guarantee it'll reach you. The keyword for this is that. One word, no spaces, type it only once, please, because pugs is shorter.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Jay Vape's reviews as well. Oh, Jay's there. I didn't see you in there, mate. Hope you're okay.
Oh, Jay.
That brings back some memories.
Oh.
It's been a while since we've seen him. We'll have to get him on show. It'd be nice to see him.
Oh, yeah. Wired. Big G.
Yeah, no. Big G as well, but no, there's Jay.
Oh, Jay. Yeah,
Jay
G pops into the after shows a lot.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
See that, pugs? Everyone's in agreement with me. You are shorter. Just saying. He's gonna fucking hate me for that keyword.
Greetings, Belgium.
Fucking hell, what we now said is Eurovision song. Greetings, Belgium. We want your results. Russia, nil bois.
I can't believe Pugs is shorter. All these
saying
people
it.
agree. I love the fact that all I'm seeing is Pugs is shorter, Pugs is shorter. We both know the truth. That's all that matters. Pugs is shorter, Pugs is shorter, Pugs is shorter.
Even Jeff Epstein's at it again. Sorry, Jeff. I love you, mate. Every time I see your name, I think I always said it before.
And just to give
Did
you
I
a look,
see you on that list?
because I know that some of you, if you haven't watched the review, if you haven't, go and fucking watch it. But some of you will be wondering. I don't want to open up the giveaway one, so I'll open up this one. Some of you will be wondering how he's managed to do the blaze deck inside a Boro tank. It's actually rather nifty the way that he's did this.
What he did is got Vic and Pugs to sit outside in it and start building it.
So that's how he's managed it. So it's a sealed, it's a channel side, you can see it there. The air still goes through the middle to the underside of the coil, but there's channels going up the side for the side airflow. Rather ingenious the way he's did this. Rather ingenious.
Thank you very much, Big G. And we look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, Big G's.
Lovely to see you, buddy.
Big G's heading to the Expo. He let me know over on Facebook. Good Boro tank this. Good Boro tank.
Big G, you staying in Premier Inn?
And if you're not staying in the Premier Inn, I would cancel where you're going to stay and go to the Premier Inn, because that's where we're all hanging out. Yeah,
just make sure you're there before 8 o'clock so he goes to fucking sleep.
I went to sleep because you got me fucking drunk in the afternoon. So on you go, Vic, just one more, just one more, Vic. Just one more, Vic. Just one more. I said only fucking one, but no, just one more, Vic.
Yeah, but the thing is, he doesn't drink a pint like he drinks it like it's tea.
I just.
I'm sat there and I've still got half a pint and he's downed it.
I always drink my pints quick. I always have.
Well, that's probably why you're going to sleep at 8 o'clock. Sat there with tomato sauce all over you. Dropped his peas. I think that were half the trouble and all. We went and had something to eat. And you know what it's like once you've had something to eat and you've had a beer.
You just want to pass out.
You get on that bed and it's like...
Sleep time. Right, I think we've had all the entries in. We've gone back to conversations now.
Going back to conversations about pugs being shorter than me. Yes, we have. So...
Nevin's our editing.
What?
Nevin said, so did you, our editing.
And I was out fucking cold. So, for the people that don't know, if you just joined us, well, pugs is shorter, one word, no spaces while I'm doing this. Up for grabs for one lucky winner is the Blaze Bridge with the tank set up, so it's the full kit. There's all your airflow controlled thingamybobs in there. Good Boro tank. Set of coils from Join the Builder? John Chico.
Join the builder.
Can he build it? So they fit in perfectly because that's what I've currently got inside this, and it's a damn good vape. From our first liquid sponsor, we've got the Black Vine and the Midnight Oil from the wonderful Rochford project here in the UK, and of course from our other sponsors, SX Mini. We've got the Pure Max with a set of 0.6 ohm, 0.8 ohm, and 1.2 ohm pods. That's 6 pods in total. That'll last you a good, 3 months? Easily.
3 years.
Fucking easily. And the winner is, of that little lot... Roll it! There's a name I haven't seen for a very fucking long time. Dennis Ford.
Makes really good cars.
There it is. Dennis Ford.
Do you want it?
Do you want it? Do you want it?
It's a dancing one. Do you want it?
Oh, fuck, it's upside down. There we go. Ding,
You want it?
ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
he
ding,
wants
ding,
it.
ding.
Okay, doke, Dennis.
Please.
What you need to do, Dennis, you need to email me. And
Email me?
Email me. And I'm fucking sober. I've only had one. Victor.
Thank you very much, Hedgie B.
All goes to the Expo fund.
There's Stuart in with the link, just as I was typing mine. Right, so what you need to do, David, you need to email, or Dennis, sorry, you need to do what Stuart said. Email me, victor@vapingwithvic.co.uk with your name and your full postal address, and I'll get that little lot sent out to you sometime during next week. Now, the Christmas winners, this is going way fucking back to the Christmas show when I was out my fucking face. There is a problem with 2 of the packages. That's why they haven't been shipped out. What I generally tend to do, if it's a boxed up mod that's been sitting around for months, I generally tend to open it up and check the fucking mod's actually working. 2 of the mods were dud. So the Christmas box winners, I still have your names and addresses. They will be sent out next week. I'm just looking for a replacement mod for 2 of the boxes where the mods were dead. And guess what? They were smock mods. There's a fucking surprise.
Oh, what a surprise.
So there we go. I'm going to put these somewhere where I won't give them away by
Are we talking
accident.
about the Christmas just gone or the one before?
The one just... Fucker. The one just gone where Adam went, I'm out of here after an hour.
I had to run away and then you got absolutely
I got
blinded.
fucking rat-assed. Absolutely.
I bet that went well.
rat-assed.
I turned around to chat. I went, please do me a favour. Look after him. I've got to go and pick Jackie up. And he ended up twatted.
Yeah, Nebs and Bunny popped in to make sure that the whole show didn't go fucking belly up. I start my taxa once I start that, I can't fucking stop. I'm like that with any brandy though. If I start in a brandy, I'd just keep going until I fucking pass out, basically. Not just that, my tax is really nice. Good drink.
Well, that ended pretty well, didn't it? 2 minutes past 10.
Damn! It's been 2 hours already.
There you go.
It feels weird starting the show at 8 o'clock.
It did, yeah. I actually forgot about that, and I was like, oh, I've got quite a while. No, I haven't. I've got half hour.
I got bedtime now. Power nap before.
So there's people, I don't know if you two guys are going to hang around for the after show, but yeah, I'm going to open the Zoom up to the public, right? You two guys.
I'm going to run,
yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm going to open it. I'm going to open it up to the public because they all want fucking after shows now. Seriously. So, yeah, let's do the goodbyes, starting off with Adam.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us back. All three of us. Do you know what? I love it when all three of us stream together. It's amazing. I do. And we can ramble on about anything. I think we've been very serious this week. But next week, we have got the number 2 show. I'm not going to mention the liquid because that might turn up before then, and we'll have a bit of a conversation about that. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, everyone, for joining us, including some of the new names that I've seen in chat who I've not seen around. And it's brilliant for you to be here. If you haven't already, get yourself over to What's That Behind You. I am massively pushing this year. So get yourself over there. I've just released easily my favourite video of all time so far. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining. I adore you all. And I'll see you next week.
And that was Mr. Adam from What's That Behind You. On to Mr. Aidan from Little Bro Vape Reviews.
It's been lovely to get back involved. Obviously, I've had a bit of a break. Lots of things come in, especially when I get the studio all nice and sorted. Don't forget, this Wednesday, 3 Men and a Vape show is back. It's going to be a good old giggle with my brother and Mr. B. We're going to be back here with the lads. I'm really looking forward to the show. We've been wanting to get them on for a while, haven't we?
Nebs and Bugs.
It's going to be really good. It's going to be so don't miss the show next week. Yes, stick around, and Vic's going to be running an after show.
Yeah, because they keep it's the Saturday show's fault for this. Everyone expects a fucking after show now.
It's the red carpet.
It's the red carpet. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for episode 306.
I like a ginger one now and again. The trouble is, if they get stuck in your teeth, you need neon light.
Yeah, to catch it.
It does. Anyway, that's it for episode 361 of the UK's #1 show to do with vaping and the UK's longest running show to do with vaping. That is, of course, the UK Vape Show. Yeah, big thanks for everyone piling in. Also, a big thanks to the TikTok followers, because I think a lot of the new ones have came in from TikTok. I'm starting to actually use TikTok for advertising now. Good idea, Aidan. Because I just ignored TikTok. I just fucking ignored it. Just totally ignored it. So I think a lot of the new ones are coming in from TikTok. Yeah, this is the UK Vape Show, which is, of course, the UK's #1 show to do with vaping and the UK's longest running one. Next week, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, will be the fluid giveaway with the box away. And we're going to have Nebs, Mr. Pugs, who is shorter than me, and Mr. Mike in as guests. That's it from us. We will see you all next week. Bye! Oh, Merry Christmas. And I'm going to put the link in for the after show as well, before I forget. Bye!
It's flat. Good night.
It's flat.